Elon Musk got a new baby mama coming out of the woodwork, Ashley St. Clair. So you might know the name, you might not. She is a prominent conservative on X, formerly Twitter. And she just had a baby not that long ago and now is coming public saying it's Elon's. There's a lot of allegations. And this might seem like, okay, why are you talking about this is just like random e-drama, but this all ties into what I talk about on this channel. And I'm gonna like have negative things to say about both her and Elon. Because on this channel I promote family values, two parent household, nuclear family. Elon's definitely not that, and she is definitely not that. But I'm probably going to hate on her a little more just because she is part of this ever growing epidemic we have of these fake trad conservative women that are really just LARPing. And they're really just like modern day feminists that still sexualize themselves online, showing cleavage, dressing risque, trying to get the male gaze to monetize it and get a following. And while I don't condone it, I wouldn't have a problem if they weren't like doing it while also claiming to be like conservative and traditional. Like they're all faking it. They're faking it. They're grifters and hypocrites, to be quite honest, because I'm going to pull up a couple X. A lot of Ashley Sinclair's old tweets and stuff are coming back to haunt her now. But the gist of it is it's looking like it might have been done in jest as a joke initially when, there's a bunch of signal chats being released. And it could have been all like fun and games. Ha ha ha. Oh, I need to make get babies with Elon Musk. Um, it might have like started off as a joke, but when it realized it was like potentially, possibility, yeah, that's not conservative at all. You should be wanting traditional family values, nuclear family. So let's have my problem with Elon and then we can get to her. But why I have less of a problem with Elon is he's not out there claiming to be a conservative man who just believes in the nuclear family and this and that. She is, much like a lot of these women. He's not claiming to be this. He's the richest man in the world, billionaire. Whether I like it or not, since the dawn of time, all of human civilization that I'm aware of, guys that are in super powerful positions, kings, dukes, you name it, um, they've had many women. It's how it goes. It's polygamous, whatever you want to call it. It has been guy has many wives, guy has many women, men of notoriety and whatnot. Not saying it's right, but it has been the norm throughout human civilization. So to get that out there, it's not like it's anything new. He's a billionaire. He doesn't like sit here and claim to be a super religious or conservative man. So what he's doing is like on par. Um, she can't play dumb, thinking he was gonna be like there in the relationship, giving her and that child attention because he already had, I believe, 3 other baby mamas. So he's got like 13 kids now with 4 different baby mamas, I believe it is. So the writing was on the wall. She knew what she was getting into. She's over here preaching conservative, traditional family stuff. And then she's already a single mother, which should not be promoted, and it's not promoted within the conservative movement. Now, she purposely, in my opinion, and it's looking like overwhelming evidence, she purposely got knocked up by Elon Musk, the world's richest man, so she'd just be taken care of as a single mother the rest of her life. But I'm gonna pull up some posts that she made that seem to be biting her in the butt, and I don't know if she's really, thinking the same way as she posted this stuff before. Now it's gonna affect her. So, my biggest part that I take issue with is just the hypocrisy. If you were just some normal person who wasn't trying to monetize and make money as being some prominent conservative traditional person, then whatever, you do you. But so many of these, and I would say a lot of them are women though. Conservative, if you're a conservative woman, you're not out there showing your body off. Almost all of them that are prominent online, cleavage out, bikini photos. And I'm no, like I said in my previous videos, I'm no prude. I'm not a conservative. But these women are acting like they are. They're LARPing. They're acting like they are, and then they're saying one thing, doing another. So that's my main issue. And they're making money off of it, off of lying and deceit. When in reality, they're just typical modern day feminists, hoes, 304s, and yeah. Let's share some of these posts though. So she was. I'm no Kamala Harris fan by any means, but it's funny. She shared this one. She's deleted it now. So Kamala can't help herself from bending over for a man to get ahead. Well, hey, I agree with that. That is the take on Kamala, but turns out you're doing it as well. So, what's the problem here? Like, this is so typical with people that get notoriety and fame. A lot of people that are calling people out for stuff, they're guilty of the same type of shit. So, that was one of them that I found funny. And just shout out whatever podcast because they're the ones that shared it. Because that's another thing. Ashley Sinclair was going on these podcasts, knocking podcasts like whatever, saying YouTube should outright censor them because they're like degrading women. When in reality, she's probably just upset because they're preaching to men and warning about women like her. Because look, turns out she is that type of woman. Also, this one. Ooh, this one's a good one that she shared. Vivek just called out the system for financially incentivizing single motherhood. Fire emojis. Well, you were already a single mother, and now you purposely became an even more of a single mother just so you could have the world's richest man's baby and, yeah, be set for life. Apparently, Elon has been like putting her up in like a 10,000 plus dollar um, apartment in New York or whatever they are, and paying all that. And then she's in some paternity lawsuit with him as well. I'm just on my X account right now, scrolling to another one. Follow me on X at Trad West Podcast. If you're not on there yet, this last one I saw today. So this is her, July of 2020. And I don't disagree with the statement she's saying here, but I would be interested to see if she still believes in this. She says, if women have the right to abortion, men should have the option to not pay child support. You sure about this one, Ashley? Are we sure? I don't know. You saying Elon has the right not to pay child support now? So, those are some of the posts I found funny that she's previously posted about. And like I said, the only reason I'm talking about it is because it does go against what I'm preaching here. Nuclear family, 2-parent household. Shouldn't be trying to be no single mother. Shouldn't be letting dudes who obviously aren't going to be good dads. Elon's the richest man, but is he a good dad? He can financially support, but I think a good dad is about more than financials. A good dad is there helping raise his kids. And hey, I like what Elon's doing right now with Doge and everything. I don't fully trust him though, with his whole AI, Neuralink, all that. He probably bought Twitter having ulterior motives. Like, this is Twitter. If you wanted to buy Twitter and develop AI, it's like one of the greatest tools to enhance a large language model. That is AI. So I think he's probably got ulterior motives. I don't hate the guy or anything. And like I said, he's not being hypocritical. He's not preaching he's some conservative who believes in nuclear families and two-parent households and, all that stuff. Her and women alike on X, that's another thing. She's only really got a big following on X. And lo and behold, it was because Elon was sharing all of her stuff and retweeting it. And surprise, surprise, looks like there's a reason Elon was doing that. He was banging her. And it's the mother of his, 13th kid now? So here's another one from the New York Post. I haven't read this yet. So Ashley St. Clair bragged that she had Elon Musk wrapped around her finger to get him to retweet anything. So Ashley St. Clair boasted that Elon Musk was wrapped around her finger, could retweet anything while promising fellow conservatives access to the world's richest man, multiple sources told the Post. But when asked to use her paramour to help boost right-wing cause last year, Sinclair failed to do so and then ghosted the party who made the request. Conservative insiders who have known Sinclair, 26, for years claim she rose to her prominence on the backs of fellow members of the movement before casting her erstwhile friends aside in an attempt to become Musk's permanent side piece. Yep. Yep. You could never necessarily trust her because you might not be doing what she could monetize or what she could sensationalize in order to make her own star rise, said a source known Sinclair since 2017. She always kind of wanted to be a kept woman, as far as I can see. She was always chasing that. So, yeah, I think she, this all started coming out around Valentine's Day. So conveniently, I think she was in her feelings. Why isn't he like with me and our new child together? When you shouldn't have expected that from Elon. He's a billionaire, world's richest man who already has multiple baby mamas. Is he involved in their childhoods very much? Don't play dumb. You knew it. And there's a bunch of text message that shows she was trying to like get this in the works for a while. Because a bunch of people are sharing screenshots of text messages between them and her now, putting her on blast. Some of which are they just trying to, um, farm engagement on Twitter? Probably. They didn't call her out before. They're only calling her out now, but still better late than never. So this is just the epidemic of social media world that we live in, where things are monetized and people just grift and are hypocritical, um, just for what's going to make them a quick buck. And that is why I'm calling it out. Like I said, if she was just some, regular person that wasn't preaching conservative and family values, so be it. But if she thought she was just something so special that she could get the world's richest man who had previously not settled down and been loyal with any of his women to only be with her and her child, then she's delusional. Sorry. She had this planned all along. She saw the payday, and it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. But in his defense, which he's also come out and said, I think it was leaked in some of the text messages, with him joining the Trump team, he is like had to up his security next level. And hey, history has shown he kind of has a pattern of repeating this, so maybe he's just using it as an excuse. But it is a valid excuse right now. Like, he didn't want to put her and that child in danger by letting it be known that it was his, because behind Trump, he's probably number 2 on the people calling for him to be offed and assassinated list right now. These people are batshit crazy, and they're actually posting stuff on Reddit and that, calling for him to be deleted, if you will. So he did say something like that along those lines to her, and that's a perfectly reasonable take and explanation. But she's all up in her feelings, either did it on purpose and is just doing this for clout and fame and gonna get a big payday, or she really was delusional and thought she could have the world's richest man only be with her and that child. Not gonna happen. There are a lot of delusional women out there, so that could be the factor. I don't know. But as I said in the beginning, across the span of human civilization, high status dudes like that have had multiple women. You're no prize. You were already a single mother. So if you were really thinking he was going to only stay with you, delusional. So we'll end this one here. Till next time, Trad West Podcast.